All right. So, what is symbolism, and can you avoid it? Absolutely not. You'll never be able to avoid symbolism. Matter of fact, you can't avoid symbolism or anything that's symbolic. That's what everything is made up of: symbology and things that are symbolic. And let me tell you why it works like that. First of all, your mind only reads vibrations. That's expressed as what we call thoughts or um, astral projections, the dream world. So the stuff you see, if you close your eyes and you see things, that's the astral. The thought of it is a vibration. So that's the highest level. That's what your mind reads. It reads that vibration, it's translated from an actual symbol. But the reason for that is because of the horoscopes pulling you in. And let me tell you why. Because it's an organism, right? We're organisms. So we have organs. Even your skin is an organ. We have organs that work all together to be one thing. That's the ism. So our organs become an ism, you know what I mean, when we light up from our chakras. And so, but on the inside of our organs, there's other little things working together to make that an organism. And then on the inside, even your cells, when you cut that, it's things on the inside of that. So it goes all the way down. So just like it goes all the way down, it's because it comes from, I'm saying all the way up, but you know what I'm saying. But all the way up, or the planetary system, that's an organism that works based on the lower aspect of it, which is us. You feel me? Not the lower in nature, but the lower in dimensions. You feel me? So, because, the planets are probably really just something we know exists, so it exists, but we'll never see it, so you don't know if it exists. And remember, thought is the highest vibration. So the thought of planets being up there is stronger than the planet being up there. I'm just saying. So, this is why symbols are always going to affect you, because every single thing is a symbol. Talking is a vibration, which translates to hue or colors or pictures or something symbolic, which is a vibrational message to your subconscious, to your sixth dimension, where it's just thought. So let me put it like this. So you take away the first dimension because that's your soul. You take away the seventh dimension because that's like the all. That's no decisions. That's the thought of. So from the second dimension to the sixth, that's the sixth is your thoughts. The fifth is your vibrations. The astral. The third dimension is us, and the second dimension is things that are flat. So paper and all that, right? So that's where it starts at for us. You feel me? Because we don't get the thought. Well, y'all don't get the thoughts. You don't get the actual vibration. You get the emotion in front of it, which is linked onto one of the 12 horoscopes. Everything, every emotion. That's how you have emotions. That's why you don't feel vibrations, right? But but so when you write on paper, it's even a picture, which is a symbol, and that's the strongest vibration, a picture. That's why it's worth 1,000 words, because it's a solid light. Pow, and there's no way to avoid it. Repetitious thought, and okay, symbolism and trauma are the same thing. You feel me? Because they both mean the same thing to your mind. It's just a pow, pow, something that is just happening. You cannot avoid it, and you're gonna be affected. Repetitious thought is how people have their own way, how they impose their own will, and even though a symbol's coming, I'm still just gonna, think what I want, and I'm gonna keep imposing that, and that sets in eventually too, but only as a symbol, and it sets in as a symbol of resilience, a symbol of wanting to have control. That's it. That's why you can't repetitiously just think in your mind you want money, because you don't even really know what money really is to you. Money is a crutch to you. Money is something you need, so it's a handicap. You feel me? It's like that version of love that you love to death, so you want to kill it. You feel me? It's that type of thing. It's not just, make you happy. Even though you could do more stuff, yeah, but the essence of what money is, you're not really gonna register what you think it is to your mind. Your mind is gonna always know the real deal, because your mind is essence and you have an essence. So your mind is linking with your essence. You feel me? So basically, if you like, I want this money because I got kids, and you think it's all honorable. Your mind is saying, your astral mind is saying, you say you want money because da 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 da. Oh yeah, this nigga scared of being broke. go to the subconscious mind. Oh, this nigga still scared of being broke? Okay, keep him broke then, because all he think about is broke, because he talk about money, and he ain't got money, so obviously money is broke to him, so keep him broke. See how they go? That's why you have to use cause and effect, which is you want money, so you gotta want money and then go out and earn money. And then watch how money start flowing in. That's magic. That shit is called a paycheck. Real talk. But so when you, I say there's no reason, no way you can avoid it, but even if you knew what the symbol meant, it's still what it means. You feel me? So this is what conscious people say mean when, how long have it taken? This is what conscious people mean, why they be like, get off that Bible and da 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 da, because it's symbology. So when you say Jesus, know that that's you saying Eosus. That's where Jesus come from Eosus. Eosus is Hell Zeus. You feel me? So the name for Jesus in Greek, or Roman Greek, one of them was Jesus. And then later on they changed it to Eosus. What is Eosus? Oh, that's how you say Jesus in Greek. But Jesus is Greek for Yahweh Shah. So how, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it. So when you pray, you send that to Eosus, right? So, but you like, not me though, because if you say we have the mind is all, then I ain't sending it to Zeus, because I don't even think about Zeus. I'm thinking about Jesus. Right. So that's right. But there's also other things that corresponds with that. That's all throughout the faith that you don't know about, you don't pay attention to because it's too in depth. Plus the book tell you don't do that, don't look for this, don't look for that. I think it's Jeremiah 10. They say don't look up in the sky and analyze the stars. But everything is based off the stars. Jesus and his 12 disciples is Ophiuchus and the sun and the 12 constellations following it. So why not look at the sky? Because then you will be imposing your will. But that's what Christ said in the Bible too, though. And he represented polarities, meaning dual. He represented good and evil. That's why he represented the option. That's why he lived that's why the part of him being on the earth was him walking and being a good person. But then in Revelation, he said, I think it's 19 or one of them. In Revelation, he said, you think I came to, bring peace, but I really came to bring a fiery sword. I told you I was the morning star. You know who the morning star is. But that's more of a myth. That's a thought. Like Revelations is a thought of what could happen. But the story of him actually walking, he always did the right thing. Never lied. You feel me? Symbolic. He never lied. I'm not saying it happened for real. I know it didn't. Man, remember, I'm woke to death. Understand me? And I'm so woke that I see the beauty in the Bible. So that's why I tell the story like, yeah, he did this and did that, because that's how you embody something. You feel me? For all you, Chemites, I love y'all, even though I never studied Kemet. But understand, Osiris is the god of your mind. You can read the Meda-Mind all day, or you can just go into your mind and become that god, or you can become Osiris, or you can become that god. It's all the same thing. But, you got to embody yourself. Embody. You know what that means? Go inside your body. But he represented duality. So he said, even when he was talking to the Pharisees or whoever it was, and he was telling them something, he was talking real slick, like, for those who know thine, they will fall as a twig, and for those who have ears, let them hear. So when he left, the disciples was like, one of them, I forgot what blood name was, but he was like, Jesus, or he probably said, Yahweh Shah, why was you talking to them all crazy? Well, they didn't understand what you were saying, but we knew, because we know what you're saying, but they didn't understand it. Right. So when I say for those who have ears, let them hear, I'm talking to y'all, and I'm not talking to them. Of course, he ain't say it like that, but you know what I'm saying. That's what the gist of it was. And I'm never going to, even when it comes to the Bible, I'm never going to say a verse directly. I'm always going to put it in my words, just so you can understand where I'm coming from. But what he was saying was, you feel me? Like, I'm not lying to him. I'm just talking in a way that if they can get it, they can get it, and they supposed to get it. That's not lying. I'm about to quote Big Rule real quick. He said, Jesus and his 12 disciples made 13, a righteous number, a righteous man. Even Judas, the betrayal, came true in the end. You see how fly the story was? Even the one nigga that was super bogus, ended up being the reason. He's the reason. He's the reason that Jesus got caught up. Yahweh Shah. It's the reason that he got caught up. Because Judas snitched on him. Right? And then bro let him know, like, look, thank you, my dude. You supposed to do that. was destined. You feel me? So you don't feel bad. That was duality. That was showing him that, oh, even though what I did was bogus, that's because I was in my feelings and trying to get to the guala. But in essence, even that thing that I did that was so horrible on another level is super divine. I'm the reason you're going to die and become divine because I snitched on you. See what I'm saying? Parables. These things are symbolic. The same reason that Yahweh Shah said he's the morning star. He was showing you that duality. Like, look, I can be this, or what you look at as the morning star, which is the devil. You feel me? Or I could be the dude that even if you snitch on me and get me murdered, bro, thank you, bro. You know, you're the reason my will is done, fam. As bad as you feel, everybody else loves me. You just loved me to death. You love me to the death that I have to have. I have to die this death. And you love me that much. You love me to death. That was a good thing. You see how you think about duality? While when I was woke, when I was too woke to be woke, I used to be like, dang, the Bible is just contradicting itself. Like, wow. And now I see that it ain't contradicting itself. It's duality. You know, like where does Jesus stand? You know, Moses said eye for eye. Moshe said eye for eye. You can't even change the law. He said, no, I did not come to change the law and fulfill it. See, he said eye for eye. You know, I said turn the other cheek. So what are you saying? You didn't come to change it? No, did not come to change it. I said, if you want eye for eye, I get it. You know, you got to make your decisions. Me personally, no matter what, I'm going to turn the other cheek though, because that's just me. But that decision is the same as that because we both got to make our decisions. It's the same. Balance. You see what I'm saying? That's symbolic. Whoever's in the middle of these extremes is the magic. You feel me? So you want to see magic? Obama get in office, and then black men start getting killed. These extremes equal a middle of balance or a middle of power. Somebody was that. Who was it? You don't know. I don't know. It was somebody though. Or you look at, matter of fact, I tell you how people do these little spells all day, and how it's like it's obvious that our whole English language is that. Think about what I just said. Spells. So what do? We write. You know what a rite is? It's a ritual. R-I-T-E is a ritual. That's what we do. We write. Okay, we don't spell it the same, right? I get that. We write. But what are those words called though? It's called spelling. Okay. So we write, but no, it's a W. It's not an R-I-T. So, okay, I get the technicalities. But it's called spelling. But what if you get real good at it and write real fancy with the bubble letters like a girl? What if you get real fancy with it? Oh, now you're writing curses. This is cursive writing here. You know what I'm saying? So it's all curses. I'm trying to tell you. Not good or bad, just necessary. It's like this is how you manifest. You manifest through paper all the way to thought. I'm going to tell you a spell that everybody do. Now, it's a goddess, right? She used to be the goddess of victory. This is Greek or Roman mythology, right? Goddess of victory. So people used to use her to win, to make sure they win. Winning nowadays is money. So I'm going to tell you the money spell that was used that everybody know about, right? This is because you use characters to create a symbol, and that symbol vibrates as a thing, as a manifestation. You feel me? So this is the 4 characters. It's N-I-K-E. Now, when you put those 4 characters together, a check should pop up in your head. Yes. So you associate those characters N-I-K-E with the check. And then you associate that check with shoes and shirts. I said shoes, right? Shoes and shirts and jerseys and all that, right? So you like, nah, it ain't that's what it means. Yeah, that's just you. And you barely think about it. You think about it like this much. But it's other people on the other end of, the goddess of victory, Nike. You feel me? It's other people on the other end of that getting guala because it's not a small thing, insignificant that they don't pay attention to. It's something that they probably got altars for and everything. And it's all this energy. And that's why they're winning. That's why Nike's winning, because of the goddess Nike. You feel me? And you know why? Because the goddess Nike, which the energy that's the goddess Nike, is going to make them win for, raising her energy up. That's just what that is. Like, that's how everything works. So, make your own symbols. Meaning, no symbols. Become symbolic. If you become symbolic, what's the symbol for symbolic? Symbology. That means that you become symbology. Walking symbol. You are the evolution of symbology. meaning you an undefined symbol. You get what I'm saying? Stay woke, stop smoking loopholes.